Alright, let's ignore the fact guys, this guy fucked up. In today's video, I'm going to be showing my perfectly perked typewriter. I've seen Loke Hansen do a video where he did a perfectly perked Bobcat and perfectly perked tire, refrigerator, and typewriter. When I seen the perks on this typewriter, I'm like, that's not, it's good, but it's not my playstyle. So I'm thinking of making mine. It took me about 2.5 days to get to where it is. By the way, before this, the damage was about 5,882, I think. It was 5,880, something like that. And I did that times the magazine size to see how much damage I can do. And this gun can do 500,000 damage a clip. That's with no one in my lobby. I did that before I launched, so it'd be just my base power level. And I did it with my siege, and my siege is about 210,000. Which I understand why. It's more of a fast DPS gun. My typewriter is kind of DPS built, but I actually wish I didn't have the fire rate perk. Like, I wish it didn't shoot as fast as it does, but it's still a pretty damn effective gun, so. In this video, I'll try to get some gameplay with it by just using it as my main weapon. It's probably my favorite gun now because it requires medium ammo, which people don't use that much. So if they're like, hey dude, I'm out of ammo, can you mind sparing me a few hundred or a tiny bit, dude, I'm out. People are most likely gonna give you at least a few hundred if they're not dicks. Or if they're not using medium ammo. Let me help this man's out real quick.
Beast mode. Hit it.
Such a nice teammate. Look at me. Look at me. Such a nice teammate. And then just to see one of our teammates fall down here. There we go. And boom. Good, we have the floating atlas, which is amazing to have. Let's try to do that real quick. Let's get these down. Alright, by the way, the character setup I am using is my main soldier setup. I have Carbide, Urban Assault, and then Wukong. People could say I can use Wukong in my support, but I do not have a good tactical bonus. I did scrap my Swordmaster Ken, which was the Escape Specialist, where after I shockwave, I get increased movement speed by 30% for 6 seconds. I scrapped them because I bought Machinist Thora, because my epic Machinist Harper is obviously only epic, so not worth wasting 2 weeks of waiting for Legendary Flux. I have no idea why I put these here. We don't have a constructor, but hey, I can do these actually. I'm not trying to waste my mats. I've been pretty low on mat. Really. One, two, three, 4, and then of course we gotta do that, and then that to slow him down. I'm very low on sleek with how much I've been using it lately. I'm 300. It's not that much for me. I need to go farming. Alright, we're gonna put this here. Actually, I can put these here. Get the knockback. Ooh, I'm so smart. By the way, I will be doing a video on what I use for missions like these. If this does get some views and someone comments this thing, I would be doing like a how to build like Aiden Harris is doing. I do use some very simple things, but they do work. Like say this is probably my normal Atlas build, depending on if, like say we have high power levels in here, which we do have a 92 and a 89, which are buffing us up to a good 101, which is pretty damn nice. Oh, just look at, by the way, when I did the total mag size, I did not count it in the fact I have 45% damage to afflicted. Which when you have an automatic gun and affliction damage, you do gotta count that 45%. Because when you're shooting an automatic gun, they're gonna be 6 seconds of affliction, and if you're gonna constantly be firing, you're just gonna, you know, you're gonna keep getting a damage to afflicted.
Nuh-uh.
And doop. I sadly only have 2. Let me go get the 3rd one over here.
Take that.
So if I did the math, which I will do after this slow gameplay vid. Where is the, oh, it's right here. I will do the math again and count it in that 45% damage. I do want to keep in mind though that 45% damage does not, I'm not sure if it gets buffed onto base damage or if it goes on to the damage that I have, which is 5,000. I think it was. You guys are kind of like, you know, you don't need to build this much of a base. Like, look at our levels, guys. Kind of OP for this.
That's enough blue glow.
We really are OP. I recommend getting wall launchers over floor launchers, man. Especially when you only have 82s, bro. Oh, it's 130. But you have a 130. Alright, it's alright. I'm not gonna judge you. Skirmisher is such a great ninja. I want her to double jump. Let me see
Hey, our
this.
fort's getting beat up.
Double jump. I want to see the. Oh shit. Come here. Come here, girl. Come on. We're going against fire enemies, so we're going to be doing at least a good 70+% damage. Double jump. Come on, baby. Oh, damn. Lag spike. But as you've seen, even though I was lagging, hitting him for 0 damage, I did just do a crazy amount of damage to him. In fact, I'm hitting 20k headshots, number 1, because the power level is like buffing me. And I do have a 130 Urban Assault Sledgehammer in my support for the 27%. Okay, see, non-elemental smasher, full HP. Watch. This does kind of use lots of ammo, but at the same time I am lagging, hitting him for 0 damage every once in a while. Due to the fact that I am playing on European servers right now. Due to the fact that, number 1, I rarely find anyone in NA East, and when I do, they're kind of dicks. Like just like me. Like a huge fucking asshole. Oh yeah. Wait, these real quick. Oh, you fuck, I'm dead. I just edited this. What? We're gonna wait till I get my health back. Let's one-shot some of these guys. I will be doing an old Betsy review, probably the best spin-lock weapon in the game so far. By the way, there was a leaked gun. It's a burst rifle. Has slow reload, high damage, really low fire rate. I feel like I'm gonna do it with Urban Assault. That's a really good burst weapon. I probably use it with my Headshot Jess. Which I will be using Headshot Jess, my old Betsy, and probably my Doom Hammer, or my... Oh, I'm on the way. Come on, Skirmisher. Really? Dumbass. I understand if he was about to die, but he was only down for like 10 seconds. From what I said. To get some more gameplay of this thing. Actually, as they defend this, I will be going over to the slow encampment, and then show some gameplay of this. I do love this gun. I hate the fact that I'm a bit laggy right now, but it works. Let's pop up this drone. I think we got the exploration badge already. I think you could use reload speed on this gun, but you would have to remove the fire rate or switch mag size. Which I think mag size is overall more important than a reload speed, depending on the type of gun. Let's see the Splinger. Don't got any melees crafted right now. Cannot live. In the Affliction should chew this dude up. Boom. One tap. 12k body shot with the damage to afflicted, so. I think the damage does, by the way, stack when it's damage to afflicted. I think it just goes straight on to like normal damage, base damage, not base damage, like all the damage you have with the perks, unlike all the other damage perks. I could be wrong, but it just seems like it is because of how much damage I am hitting. Currently. Okay, this is kind of fun. I need to craft my melee. Give me just. You don't need to fix carbide space pistols, man. You spam them too fast and the game crashes pretty much. It kind of sucks the typewriter is no longer in the shop. It was probably the best gun. I think it's pretty much a replacement Gravedigger. Mid fire rate, high damage, decent mag size. You can have the same exact perks on, like say, the Gravedigger. You can have double damage, damage to afflicted. You can have every single one of the same perks. They both come with affliction statically. The only thing different is that the Gravedigger comes with fire. The typewriter comes with physical, which is not that bad of an element, in my opinion. I'd rather have it than energy, depending on what gun. I feel like this gun is more of a high damage gun, so going with either physical or any element besides energy is the best for this build. At the same time though, if you have a Reclaimer, which I accidentally scrapped because I'm used to favoriting every hero because I'm very clumsy. I didn't favorite him, I favorited him and then unfavorited him on accident, so I scrapped my Reclaimer. If I had energy, energized, I would use him. And I would switch this to energy for even more damage. Ooh, those roll launchers. Yeah. Oh, that's good. By the way, besides the advanced tactics, I do have no buffed damage to my typewriter besides the power levels that are in my mission with me. Which when I'm playing with other players, most of the time, as long as I get 2 or 3 players with me, I'm always getting buffed or at least 100. The lowest I normally see is like 95 to 99. Most of the time I'm over 100 though. Which is pretty good. Getting good 20 power levels buffed. I am doing some levels that I'm a little bit underpowered for, but like I said, I'm getting buffed, so it doesn't matter. Because they really need to add aim down sight sensitivity to save the world. Because like, see this? This is still the same sensitivity as my actual sensitivity, which is 9 and sometimes 10.
Keep your cold, dead hands off our laser.
Let's see. Rifle painter, come on. Come on, you got this. There you go. Bruh. Bruh. I need to add a bird cage, actually. That's kind of why we're, there we go. Oh, fuck. I really should have added this at first.
30 seconds left to go.
There we go, now I have a little bird cage right there. This is what I call that, due to the fact that it's very similar in my opinion. I feel like I heard it somewhere by someone else, but it sounds like I'm using the image. And shredded. 28,000. And with this gun, you will be hitting lots of crits, by the way. I recommend watching Locanton's Perfectly Perfect Typewriter video. Just because he has his spec in the crit chance and crit damage, besides for something which he did add fire rate for the even more crit chance. For some reason though, he did do, I think, a crit chance for the mag size, which is a very stupid thing. I would have taken off fire rate, added the mag size, and then put more crit chance. Well, we could put the crit if I was him, I would have put mag size on one of the crit chances he put, and then put crit damage on the, I mean, not crit damage, crit chance on the fire rate. But I'm not him. He has his own playstyle. He does have special forces or Ramirez, which is a reskin of Special Forces Banshee, which is a pretty damn good hero for AR builds and just overall builds of the gun. I also did get the most combat this round, but not by that much, just because I had my traps down, but at the same time they did so. As a typewriter, I was doing lots of damage, focusing my combat up, so I'm pretty surprised. Yeah. Second most building and most utility. I did pretty good that game for the lowest level there. Let me get my calculator out real quick, and I will show you how much damage that my typewriter can do per mag. This is how much damage it can do. And this time I will do two calculations, one with the damage to inflicted, which will be the second one, and one without. Get a good 100 something. We perk from there. I'm thinking of making my siege nature due to the fact that I will be using my typewriter a lot, but I may keep it energy and then just work on my gas drop. Alrighty, so 67,000 DPS, that's my standard DPS. 5,836.2 times 87. 507,000. That is enough to deal with at least two or three smashers. And depending on your level, this thing could be way better or way worse. Now we do gotta keep in fact, we have the damage to afflicted. So, we do the base damage, which is 5,836.2, plus a good 45%, and we get it up to 8,462.49. Which means, if we do 8,462.49 times 87, which we should do 86 because of the first shot, it won't be damage to afflicted, so I'm just going to do 86 for now. 727,774 damage. So you can be doing 727,774.14 damage a mag. That is without being buffed, but at the same time I am focused into combat and tech on this account. So just think about that. If you can do 700,000 damage per mag, that's enough to deal with 2 or 3 smashers if you're focusing on them. Then you have my DPS, which is 67,000, but compared to the damage per mag, it's not that good. And for just for comparison, let's compare these. How do you compare things? I'm not sure. Compare. How do you compare? How do you compare things, man? And my friend just felt. Oh my lord, brother, how do I compare things? I don't know. Brother, how do you compare things? Am I looking right at it? Toggle favorite. I definitely want that favorited because I'm the type of guy to scrap it on accident. Oh well, guess we have to do this the old-fashioned way. How do you I know you used to be able to compare things. You hit the button and you can compare 2 schematics. Wait. Is that for heroes? Or am I feel like I'm wrong. I don't know. Let's go my siege. My siege has 4,000 damage, 4,055.7 damage, with a 17.04 fire rate. That is because I have a 42% fire rate perk in my first slot. Which, if I want to make this thing extremely fast, I can add even more fire rate, I think. Oh no, that was max size. I could make this thing a completely mag size gun and do triple mag size, which I could do, but I'm thinking about it. What's the point? I do have a large mag gun. Actually, I may do that. I may do the mag. I'm not sure for now. I may actually do crit rating. Well. Alright, so. This is it. The damage on my typewriter is 5,800, but like I said, it does get buffed to 8,000 for the damage to afflicted. But for now, just for the comparison's sake, we will do the base damage without the damage to afflicted. Because with the damage to afflicted, obviously the typewriter is going to win anyway with the 2,000 less DPS. The typewriter has 11.5 fire rate versus 17.04, 5,836.2 or 8,000 compared to 4,000. 11,100 headshot versus 7,000, which I do have urban assault on, so I can't really be saying that. Headshot does not matter. Both have the 10% crit chance and 50% crit damage. 87 mag size versus 52% mag size, 52 mag size. They both have legendary mag size. Standardly, it'd be 30 versus 50, but it doesn't really matter. Element, energy versus fire doesn't really matter. Ammo cost 1, reload time 2.3 versus 3. The typewriter has a little bit more impact, which is okay. If you get a bunch of headshots in a row, eventually you may knock back an enemy. Range is 3,584 versus a good 4,000. So the siege is more accurate, but the fact that I do not have stability on the siege, the drum gun or typewriter is way more accurate overall, in my opinion, for close range and long range. But there is a lot of damage drop off on a typewriter due to previous nerfs. Yeah. That's really it. I would say my typewriter is probably the best you can get it for my playstyle. There is no best gun in the game, because you could go double fire rate on here. You could go double mag size. You could go double reload speed. No, you can't do double mag size, but you can still do. Hell, you could do 5 damage perks. You can do 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage, 4 damage, 5 damage. But I do recommend doing damage to afflicted. It does not show on stats, but that's okay, because you do have it in game, which is more important. But do I recommend upgrading this if you have the schematic? Yes, I recommend getting this. It's a great overall weapon, great for close range, great for some decent range. I'd recommend going Obsidian or Shadow Shard. There's really no preference. If you're gonna go for my build, I would recommend Shadow Shard. If you're gonna go for a fire rate build, I would do fire rate in your first slot, mag size. I would go fire rate in your first slot, another fire rate, and then mag size, and go Obsidian. You'll get like a good 17, I guess. To be honest, I could add another fire rate to this gun, but could I? I don't know. Well, yeah, do I recommend upgrading your typewriter if you have it? Yes, I do. It took me about 2 or 3 days to get the perks from all blue to legendary. It was quite a grind, but I do enjoy this gun and I'm happy with the results. I will be doing a video on my ground pounder, but I did unfortunately scrap my raider, which my raider would buff my DPS on my 106 one to 220,000. 220,000 with a 106 with War Cry on. Now that it's 130 and I messed up my survivor squads, my combat's not that high as it used to be. About 2,000. It used to be about actually 1,700, but now I nerfed everything and now everything's above 1k, which I'm happy about. But like I said, I do recommend upgrading the raider. But if you already have a good siege, there's no need. It does require medium ammo, just like the drum roll, which is very plentiful mid-game, but early game it's kind of hard to get. So I really wouldn't recommend upgrading it unless you're in late Plankerton. But my overall view, yes, it's an amazing weapon. Please get it. It's amazing. It's amazing. My best weapon so far. I will be using this a lot, which kind of will be a bitch, because it is 130 and efficient is hard to grind for me. I have to get my friends to, you know, help me buff my power level so I can go grind for some. That's it. I will be doing a review on the Jacko launcher, which is a very overrated gun in my opinion. I get perks just because that I could use it for trade, which not really trade because I don't trade that much, but you know, a bunch of noobs would trade for some 106s, and I can get some fibers, herbs, duct tape, planks, nuts and bolts, stuff I need that they don't need. So like I said, recommend getting it. Please get it. Amazing weapon. This is my typewriter review. I know it's not professional like some of you'd see on like Aiden Harris's. Well, actually, that's not even professional. That's like what the fuck that is. I do recommend watching Low Hansen's perfectly perfect typewriter. It is not my playstyle, but it does have a good whopping 40% crit chance and a good 300% crit damage, which with that gun you're gonna hit crits a lot. He also has a perfectly perfect Bobcat, which makes me regret scrapping mine because I could have used it as my water AR, but that was when I was broke as fuck from Nickerton, so had to get the smack, dude. Like I said, get it, please get it. Amazing weapon. I would scrap everything in my I would scrap my whole inventory for it. Which guess what? 2 guns, bitch. Like yeah, that's my review of it. I hope you liked. Please leave a like, and then, well, you don't have to. Just hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, upgrade it. Blah blah blah. I'm just repeating myself at this point. I have nothing to say. Alright, well for now though, peace. I recommend this gun. It's awesome. Bye.